In the shadowy corners of the internet, where myths and mysteries thrive, few tales are as chilling as the legend of Suicidemouse.avi. This infamous video, said to be one of the most disturbing and cursed pieces of media ever created, has haunted the online world for years. But what is the truth behind this enigmatic file, and why does its story continue to captivate and terrify those who hear it? The origins of Suicidemouse.avi are as murky as the depths of the dark web. The first whispers of its existence emerged in the mid-2000s on forums and message boards frequented by those who sought out the strange and unsettling. According to the legend, the video was an old, seemingly innocent cartoon, a short animation featuring a cheerful mouse. But as the video progressed, the tone shifted dramatically. The cheerful music gave way to dissonant, jarring sounds, and the animation became increasingly distorted and grotesque. By the end, the screen was filled with horrifying imagery, flashes of violence, cryptic symbols, and a narrative so dark it was said to drive viewers to madness, or worse, suicide. The story of Suicidemouse.avi gained traction when a user on the infamous Fortune forum claimed to have stumbled upon the video while digging through old files on a forgotten server. The user, who posted under the pseudonym Anonymous, described the experience in vivid detail, claiming that the video left them deeply disturbed and unable to sleep for days. Their account sparked a wave of curiosity and fear as others began to search for the video, hoping to uncover its secrets, or to prove it was nothing more than an elaborate hoax. As the legend spread, so did the rumors. Some claimed that Suicidemouse.avi was the work of a deranged animator, a failed project that had been buried to hide its disturbing content. Others believed it was a cursed artifact, a piece of media imbued with dark energy that could harm anyone who watched it. There were even stories of people who had allegedly committed suicide after viewing the video, their deaths attributed to its malevolent influence. But what made Suicidemouse.avi so terrifying wasn't just its content, it was its elusiveness. Despite countless searches, no one could produce a copy of the video. Those who claimed to have seen it offered conflicting descriptions, and any supposed links to the file led to dead ends or malicious software. This lack of concrete evidence only fueled the mystery, turning Suicidemouse.avi into a modern-day urban legend, a digital ghost story that thrived on the internet's love for the unknown. The legend of Suicidemouse.avi tapped into something primal, our fascination with the forbidden and our fear of the unseen. It became a symbol of the darker side of the internet, a place where anything could exist, and where the line between reality and fiction was often blurred. For those who dared to seek it out, the video represented the ultimate test of curiosity and courage, a test that came with potentially deadly consequences. As we delve deeper into the mystery of Suicidemouse.avi, one question remains. Was it ever real, or was it simply a product of our collective imagination? The answer, much like the video itself, remains shrouded in darkness. But one thing is certain. The legend of Suicidemouse.avi has left an indelible mark on the internet, a haunting reminder of the power of stories to terrify and enthrall. As the legend of Suicidemouse.avi spread like wildfire across the internet, it ignited a frenzied hunt for the elusive video. What began as a chilling story on obscure forums soon became a full-blown obsession, drawing in curious users, amateur sleuths, and seasoned investigators alike. The search for Suicidemouse.avi was not just about finding a video. It was about uncovering the truth behind one of the internet's most enduring mysteries. The hunt began in earnest on platforms like 4chan and Reddit, where users shared every scrap of information they could find. Some claimed to have seen the video years ago, describing it in vivid, often contradictory detail. Others posted supposed links to the file, only for them to lead to dead ends, fake downloads, or malicious software. The lack of concrete evidence only added to the video's mystique, turning it into a digital holy grail that everyone wanted to find but no one could locate. One of the most compelling aspects of the search was the sheer variety of theories about the video's origins. Some believed it was a lost piece of animation from the early days of the internet, created by a troubled artist who had since vanished. Others speculated that it was a government experiment, designed to test the psychological effects of disturbing media. There were even those who thought it might be a viral marketing campaign for a horror movie or a video game, though no such project ever materialized. As the search continued, new leads emerged and just as quickly fell apart. A user on a dark web forum claimed to have a copy of the video, but demanded an exorbitant sum of money in exchange. Another posted a series of cryptic messages, hinting at the video's location but never providing a clear answer. Some investigators turned to archival websites and old servers, hoping to find a forgotten copy of the file. Others used advanced software to scour the depths of the internet, searching for any trace of Suicidemouse.avi. Despite their efforts, no one could produce definitive proof of the video's existence. Those who claimed to have seen it offered wildly different descriptions, from a surreal, avant-garde animation to a grainy, low-quality clip filled with disturbing imagery. The lack of consistency only deepened the mystery, leaving many to wonder if the video was real, or if it had ever existed at all. But the hunt for Suicidemouse.avi was about more than just finding a file. It was a journey into the heart of the internet's darkest corners, a place where myths and legends thrived, and where the line between fact and fiction was often blurred. For those who participated, the search became a test of endurance, curiosity, and courage. It was a reminder that in the digital age, the truth could be elusive, and sometimes the journey was more important than the destination. As the search for Suicidemouse.avi continued, one thing became clear. The video was more than just a file. It was a symbol of the internet's endless capacity for mystery and intrigue, a digital enigma that challenged our understanding of reality and fiction. And while the truth remained hidden, the hunt for Suicidemouse.avi left an indelible mark on those who dared to seek it out. After years of speculation, rumors, and relentless searching, the truth about Suicidemouse.avi began to emerge, not from a dramatic discovery, but from the careful work of skeptics, researchers, and internet historians. What they uncovered was a story far more complex than the simple tale of a cursed video. It was a story about how myths are born, how they spread, and why they endure. The first cracks in the legend appeared when investigators began to scrutinize the claims of those who said they had seen the video. Many of these accounts were inconsistent, with descriptions of the video's content varying wildly from person to person. Some described it as a surreal, avant-garde animation, while others claimed it was a grainy, low-quality clip filled with disturbing imagery. These discrepancies raised questions about whether the video had ever existed, or if it was simply a product of collective imagination. Further investigation revealed that Suicidemouse.avi was likely a modern urban legend, born from the internet's love for mystery and horror. The story had all the hallmarks of a classic myth, a forbidden artifact, dire consequences for those who encountered it, and an elusive nature that made it impossible to verify. It was a tale tailor-made for the digital age, where information spreads quickly and the line between fact and fiction is often blurred. One of the most compelling theories about the origins of Suicidemouse.avi came from researchers who traced the legend back to a series of creepypasta stories posted on forums in the mid-2000s. These stories, which often featured cursed media and disturbing imagery, were designed to frighten and entertain. Suicidemouse.avi fit perfectly into this genre, with its unsettling description and mysterious backstory. Over time, the story evolved, gaining new details and becoming more elaborate with each retelling. But what about the people who claim to have seen the video? Some were likely hoaxers, seeking attention or trying to perpetuate the myth. Others may have genuinely believed they had encountered something supernatural, their memories distorted by fear and suggestion. The power of suggestion is a well-documented phenomenon, and in the case of Suicidemouse.avi, it may have played a significant role in keeping the legend alive. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the myth of Suicidemouse.avi continued to thrive. It became a cultural touchstone, inspiring countless discussions, fan theories, and even artistic interpretations. Some creators made their own versions of the video, using the legend as a jumping-off point for their work. Others analyzed the story, exploring its themes of fear, curiosity, and the unknown. In the end, the truth about Suicidemouse.avi was both simpler and more fascinating than the legend itself. It was not a cursed video or a government experiment, but a story that tapped into our deepest fears and our endless fascination with the unknown. It was a reminder that in the digital age, myths can take on a life of their own, spreading faster and farther than ever before. As we reflect on the mystery of Suicidemouse.avi, the video, one thing becomes clear. The video's true power lies not in its existence, but in the stories we tell about it. It is a testament to the enduring allure of mystery and the human need to make sense of the unknown. And while the truth may have been revealed, the legend of Suicidemouse.avi will continue to captivate and terrify for years to come. The story of Suicidemouse.avi didn't end with the revelation of its true nature. In fact, the legend's legacy is perhaps more fascinating than the mystery itself. What began as a simple creepypasta evolved into a cultural phenomenon, leaving an indelible mark on the internet and inspiring countless discussions, creations, and imitations. Even after the truth was uncovered, Suicidemouse.avi remained a symbol of the internet's endless capacity for mystery, creativity, and connection. One of the most enduring aspects of Suicidemouse.avi's legacy is its role as a case study in internet folklore. The story of the cursed video became a textbook example of how myths are born and spread in the digital age. It highlighted the power of anonymity, the allure of the unknown, and the human tendency to fill gaps in knowledge with speculation and imagination. Suicidemouse.avi showed how a simple story, when told and retold, could take on a life of its own, becoming something far greater than the sum of its parts. The legend also sparked a wave of creativity and imitation. Inspired by Suicidemouse.avi, countless users created their own versions of the video, each adding their own twist to the myth. Some recreated the supposed content of the video, using animation and sound design to evoke the same sense of dread and unease. Others created entirely new stories, using Suicidemouse.avi as a jumping-off point for their own tales of cursed media and digital horror. These creations, while unofficial, became an integral part of the legend's legacy, blurring the line between fact and fiction. Suicidemouse.avi also became a symbol of the darker side of the internet. It represented the idea that in the vast expanse of the digital world, there are still corners that defy explanation, places where the line between reality and fiction is blurred, and where the unknown holds a special allure. The legend tapped into a universal fascination with the forbidden, reminding us that even in an age of information, there are still mysteries that elude our understanding. The story of Suicidemouse.avi also had a profound impact on online communities. It brought people together, sparking discussions, debates, and collaborations across forums, social media, and even mainstream media. The legend became a shared experience, a digital campfire story that captivated and terrified in equal measure. It was a reminder of the internet's power to connect people, not just through shared interests, but through shared mysteries. But perhaps the most important aspect of Suicidemouse.avi's legacy is its enduring appeal. Even after the truth was revealed, the legend continued to captivate and inspire. It became a cultural touchstone, referenced in memes, videos, and even academic studies. The story of Suicidemouse.avi reminded us that sometimes the journey is more important than the destination, that the act of searching for answers, of exploring the unknown, is what truly matters. As we look back on the story of Suicidemouse.avi, one thing is clear. The video was more than just a file. It was a phenomenon, a puzzle, and a testament to the enduring power of curiosity in the digital age. And while the mystery may have been solved, its legacy continues to inspire and intrigue, proving that sometimes the most fascinating stories are the ones we least expect.